Hiya! We're Rodent Emporium, and this video is brought to you by CornerstoneFestival.com, YeshuaDesigns.com, and the Ultimate Raging Storm Records. This song is called Hunting the Rhode Island Sasquatch. Hunting for the Sasquatch, hunting for the Sasquatch, hunting for the Sasquatch, around the town. Looking for the star, looking for the star, looking for the star, around the town. Around the town, I'm gonna get around. If you say it's hanging around, come on, folks. Suck your belly! Looking for the gallows, looking for the gallows, looking for the gallows, I'm running the town. Looking for my sunfall, looking for my sunfall, looking for my sunfall, I'm running the town. I'm running the town, I'm running it around. If you say it's hanging around, come on, folks. I've been hunting for the Sasquatch, looking for that beast. 2 years of bad luck, I should return to Tennessee. Will he be there waiting for me? I don't know where he'll be waiting for me. Packed up my bear trap and my whaling harpoon. 3 cases of baked beans and my sister Janine. Will she help me find him out there? I wonder where he will be. We're looking for the Sasquatch, everybody! But this is good out on the World Wide Web. If you see the Sasquatch, contact us at noisepace.com/Rodent Emporium. Will she help me find him out there? I wonder where he will be.
Dog trucking. Hello everybody, welcome to Rodent Emporium's attempt at a live stream. My name's Graham, this is Owen, this is Gary. Stuart is absent because of sickness. Gary's just absent.
Absent-minded.
First of all, we hope you can hear us. We'll try not to talk over each other. But tonight our intention is to show you some videos of us performing for the first time in many a year. And we hope you enjoy them. They're performances of the old classics, if you like. And we're very happy to share them with you.
Graham's lying. We've actually started a timeshare business, and this is your wonderful opportunity to rent a property in Corstorphine in Edinburgh for 3 days in mid-January for just £2,000.
It's a little bit specific, that, isn't it? You've been planning this for a while.
It's a great deal. It is a great deal.
Well, that is a good deal. I ain't
Fantastic
arguing over
deal.
that.
Well,
that's what we've been up to in the interim.
timeshare endeavours notwithstanding, we welcome you to this, whatever it is. And please feel free to, we're going to talk a lot more nonsense before to let people assemble.
Right.
So please feel free to share this to as many people as you think might potentially be interested in this exciting opportunity.
It's not a job opportunity.
So,
Don't take that job.
we have Logie. Is anyone what do you see? Is anyone messaging us?
Want to chat?
Chad Merchant is having problems currently trying to watch us on YouTube. But that's that. I can't do anything about that, I'm afraid.
Well, we know Chad. We know Chad. He can't hear this.
A big shout out to Brian Basingthwaite and George Charles Stewart. Thank you for commenting on our YouTube chat. It's nice to know that we still have some crazy people that would tune into this. So thank you. Nice to be back. Nice to be back. So
Nice to see you.
So Chad's having trouble getting online on YouTube.
Is
Had to
that
stop
what you said?
watching. Yeah, Chad
Well-
said they had to stop watching football.
Well, he's
American
able
football
to
for
see us. He is able to see us. So
Ah.
when this finally catches up, because there is a delay,
Sorry about that, Chad.
you know, so you can't, you know, so when you get this, you know, everything should be fine, hopefully, by
But
then.
there's not a delay for
Yeah.
him because he's watching on YouTube. So
Yeah.
a delay.
Well,
as
no,
opposed to
he's
what?
not watching on YouTube because he can't get on the YouTube.
So he's watching on Facebook.
Yeah, he's watching
So,
on the Facebook,
Graham,
and
why don't
he's
you
doing a
tell
thing
those-
called mirroring. I don't know what mirroring
Yeah.
means.
Yes, Stuart. Yes.
Well, Graham, why don't you tell those who are watching how Rodent Emporium were formed and what year and how it was formed? Just a quick overview of how it came together, and then I'll talk about our first ever show.
Yes, Rodent Emporium were formed just after the formation of the Ming Dynasty.
It was a tough time. It was a tough time.
Yeah, we were all samurais, but we're all out of work samurais, and we decided to form a band of
Rohans.
samurais.
A band of samurais. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, it's kind of like that, but not at all like that. We had all been
Rohans,
kicked
very
out
cool.
of other bands. Logie had been kicked out of a band. I'd
No,
been
just
kicked out of a
no,
band.
I wasn't necessarily kicked out of a band. It was many bands.
Many bands.
Many bands.
Stuart was kicked out of bands, Gary was kicked out of bands, and we all basically found each other and
Kicked
decided
out?
to make really silly music.
That's pretty much it in a nutshell.
Yeah,
really.
definitely kicked out. Kicked out my band.
When was that?
That's press gang. Did
Sorry,
this
yes,
band.
that was in 2006, I believe.
2006.
And we had our first show
Yeah, Press
later
Gang
that year. We released
Aye.
our first album in 2007,
Ooh,
and we toured America in 2008. That's quite the that's quite the curve.
Yeah. Yeah. And again in 2009.
And again in
And
2010,
again in 2010.
and then in 2011 without you.
Without me. Yeah. I threw my toys out the pram. I wasn't getting paid enough.
yeah.
And I thought, stuff this. I'm just going to sit at home and cry.
Yeah,
Oh, Rainy,
Kids watching, children watching.
I said, stuff.
The language.
My language is perfectly fine.
he said stuff.
I said stuff.
Oh, right.
Yeah. This is stuff. With me, D. Get it. So
What word were you implying I did say there, Stuart?
So
Please enlighten
No, what I
the
was-
world
what I
as to what,
was getting at-
what you thought I said.
What's that? What I was getting at is that it wasn't cerebral enough to say the word stuff. You know, be specific.
can I just
cerebral. We can't even spell cerebral.
can I just ask for people watching, please let us know if you're struggling to hear either of the two television buddies. And then we'll just wait a minute and a half for that question to be answered because of the lag.
Do we have viewers?
Yeah, there is actually
viewer
quite a few comments coming up on Facebook
Yeah,
just now. Let's
address the
see.
comments.
Let's see. Well, Chad again, just to mention, is having to stop watching his rubbish football, in order to watch this. Martin Little, we all remember Martin Little. He used to live in Carstafan, and he highly recommends it. So this timeshare thing is going to go down very, very well. Melissa from Nashville
hello,
is
Melissa.
watching. So hello, Melissa. My mum and dad are watching. Darren Thornbury in Colorado.
Yay, Darren.
Christy Scannell, she's also watching.
Yay, Christy.
888.
So happy you guys are making it.
And Paul Daisley, who calls us all something not particularly that nice. However, he does remind us that we played on his radio show in 2007.
We did, yeah.
I don't
Grief,
remember
yeah,
very
man,
much about it, but
Remember the pictures?
it was a long time
I
ago.
want to make a couple of comments.
Hold on.
Paul Daisley talks about his the Fresh Air radio show in 2007. I remember that well because we kept saying flavor.
Flavor. I remember that now.
Flavor. And also, Darren said, "Don't forget cops shutting down a Stockbridge house show," and I was
Yeah.
confused because I thought Stockbridge, Colorado, but it wasn't. It was Edinburgh, wasn't it? We
Yeah.
were doing a live show and the cops came. I remember that was a big fancy house too. But
What
yeah,
was that?
That's crazy.
Oh, well,
Played
I'm not
upstairs
sure.
in the
It was a long
bedroom.
time ago.
I remember it.
yeah.
Was that there?
Yeah.
That
Did we not
Paul
also get shut
Flavor.
down at the Raven in Bathgate? Did we not also get shut down then as well? I was dressed in a baby grow.
We get shut down at the
I was
Arches.
dressed in a blue baby grow.
Sweet
We get shut
memories.
down at the Arches in Stirling, which is not too far from here.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, yes.
Because of the chippy downstairs.
They complained, yes.
Yeah. The chippy didn't know what was going to hit them.
Apparently, punk rock and fried fish don't go together.
No, unfortunately not.
So,
Yeah.
Well, if I could just say, so what Graham failed to tell you when we were asking how the band was formed, just for those of you who don't know, there was a family illness, quite a serious one in my family, and Graham and I were travelling down to visit the family member in hospital. So it was quite dark, actually, quite an uncertain time. And so Graham and I were driving down alone down to Yorkshire in England, and we just started to try and lighten the mood and started coming up with ridiculous songs and started singing them back and forth to each other. And then over the kind of months after that, we found ourselves doing it any time we were in the car. I actually remember we were driving from Glasgow to Cumbernauld in Scotland, and I think that's when we started singing I Am a Fish on a Dish. I'm pretty sure that's when that one came together. And
I
so
actually
that's
have that.
really how.
I actually have their very first
Yeah.
performance of that tune right here.
Oh well, do you want to play it?
Yeah, let's play it.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Let's do a thing. Transition.
You think you're hosting You think you want something panic? You think you want what every time that you want it? You wish. Light on the street, I got those things that look your eyes, look your
There we go.
That was excellent.
oh,
It's a good thing I had that, eh? That's back when we felt the need to actually dress up. So I was wearing a straw hat,
took
and
effort.
I felt so awkward.
Yeah, I was wearing a pink tie.
I was really
That was crazy, Stuart. That pink tie was so crazy. So crazy.
I actually enjoyed that.
I wore a suit. But with a t-shirt instead of a shirt.
So
Very 80s, very 80s.
Yeah.
So what do you say, guys? Should we introduce the first proper video of the evening?
Why
That's
not?
a good idea.
Why not?
actually.
Here's some
I think
here's
that's
some
people to
think
hear.
so.
here's some
Yeah.
new content.
Some new
Let's get the
content.
the first
Well,
video one.
what? Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
Okay, which
What's
one
the
do we
first
want to
song?
do first, guys?
What's-
Go with SP.
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 Yeah.
Oh, I think we know what that means.
Oh, who can guess what
yeah.
SP means?
Sugar police.
Ooh, sugar police. Salted puffs.
Sweaty palms.
Oh! I was going to say something else, but God, I'm glad
This
that's
is-
filtered in my head tonight.
Okay, everybody, stand by
Here we go.
for
Rodent Emporium's first performance in over, well, our first performance
You
with
can hear
Gary in over about 10 years.
and hopefully it won't show.
Good.
Hello.
Hello.
Can I just
We're
ask,
back.
Stephen Lettner, is the volume any better? And Brian, have I become any darker since your comment about me being whiter than ever? So that was Snake Patrol. Not long after Graham and I were writing these songs in the car, we started to record them for fun. And at that time, a friend and myself had started a music promotions thing. And I was doing shows in Stirling in Scotland, and he did his first show in Falkirk in Stirling, and we had 5 bands lined up for that show, and only one turned up. So Graham and I were in the audience, and he said, "Well, why don't you guys just do it?" So Graham and I got up, and we performed Badminton and Bob Sweet's Wishful Thinking, and it was filmed by someone, which takes us to Logie. What happened next, Logie?
What did happen next? Someone filmed it. Someone filmed it.
Aye, that's how. tell them how you joined the band.
I joined the band by doing what I did to everyone else. I said, "You have a band, I'd like to play for you." Basically,
What an exciting time.
Well. See, so I think my recollection of it is maybe slightly different, because I had offered to play, and I said I'd love to play guitar for your band, and then he said, "Oh well, Graham plays guitar," and I says, "Well, I suppose I could play bass guitar." "Oh, I think we've got Gary lined up to play bass," and I was like, "Okay, I suppose I can also play the drums." Kind of lying, kind of lying at that particular point, and yeah. So it was all on the strength of watching you guys playing an acoustic show, watching the video on what I can only remember, or what would be described now as essentially being a potato. You know, there was
Yeah.
you know, not enough pixels, now. But I thought it was hilarious, and like, I don't mean for this to sound very strange, but I felt as though I'd heard these songs before. So I decided that it would be a...
Your nightmare.
Yeah, that was just like...
You felt the songs were quite catchy?
Yeah, I thought the songs were incredibly catchy.
Well, we do have another catchy song to
Oh,
play.
do we?
Should we do that?
Shall we play another
Oh,
catchy
that's a
song?
good sensation.
This tune, I was driving home, I was on the bus home, I didn't drive at this point, I don't believe, one night, and me and Stuart, as I say, we're already in the process of like writing songs, so I would ask for his input with regards to like lyrics and stuff like that, and I just said, I'm thinking about writing a song about a guy that gets over breaking up with his girlfriend by doing what? And Stuart texts back immediately, building airfix kits. So that's how this song was born.
Good choice, yes, Stuart.
Building model airplanes. You said that it was childish, but then again, what do you know? Now I don't have to answer to you. You took my heart, but you didn't take my blue or my Stanley knife or my Stanley knife. I'll get over you in my own way. I'll get over you in my own way. I'll get over you in my own way. By building model airplanes. I think I missed you just a little bit. Once you leave, I think I'm losing my mind. I never thought I'd get so insane. It's been hard building a model airplane. What's wrong with me? What the heck is wrong with me? Oh, I'll get over you in my own way. I'll get over you in my own way. I'll get over you in my own way. I build a model airplane. I build a model airplane.
back. All right.
We're back.
We're back.
Hey.
Okay, so
We're
I've
back.
adjusted. This is very technical, but we've moved the Bluetooth speaker closer to the microphone. So anyone that was struggling to hear our TV friends before, could you let us know? And we'll probably get that message.
Can you
again
hear us?
in like a minute and a half?
Is it,
There is a
it's
bit of a
Ste-
time
it was
delay
Stephen
as well.
on YouTube. Stephen on YouTube. Can you hear us better now, Stephen?
Hopefully.
You can let us know.
Mike, Stephen.
I think I'm gonna run through some of the more comments from Facebook.
Yep.
So we've
Good
got
idea, Logie.
Shelby Lettner. Hello. Not seen you for a long time. In Illinois, got Adina in Indiana. Martin Little
Hello.
has just turned into a snake, I think, because he just says yeah. I've got my pal Chuck, who listens to my Scottish History podcast. Handy plug there, handy plug. So it's good to see you. And Lindsay, of course, Stuart's lady wife, believes that she was at the first show at Henry Cellar Bar. That one when I had the horrible hair. Our performance with Bob Smith there.
That's what we all remember about that show, Logie.
Yeah,
It's just your
my
hair.
horrible hair. My horrible hair and lack of facial hair. Melissa's grinning from ear
Logie,
to ear.
Jason
that's
says
always
you
good
look the
to hear.
same.
That's always
Hold on.
good to hear. We're
What's Jason
glad that we
saying?
can make people smile today. Something has.
Oh, we're still on. We're still on, everybody. I've just. We're going to go to a video now because we've just lost the camera.
Oh.
So we're going to go to a video now. This is. Please don't change your channel. We're still here. You can still hear us. It's just a black
That's the
screen at
song.
moment. Do not adjust your sets. Here is a performance of our song "Colin," which is about a Lego man.
You'd always be the hero that melts into a flame. We set you on fire, fire, fire. We set you on fire, fire, fire. And gave you radiation poison again and again. We set you on fire, fire, fire. We set you on fire, fire, fire. And gave you radiation poison again and again. But now when I look back at that time when we were young, back when life was more simple, I bet I met you. But those days are all long gone. But you're the legend that still lives on, our dear Lego man. We set you on fire, fire, fire. We set you on fire, fire, fire. I gave you radiation poisoning again and again. We set you on fire, fire, fire. We set you on fire, fire, fire. I gave you radiation poisoning again and again. Waterman won't water away tonight. Gave you
cameras working again?
We're back.
Okay, and,
God,
and
help
apparently
people.
the TV friends can now be heard.
It's not an
Hurrah!
ideal setup, but we're trying to run with it. I mean, it wouldn't be Rodent Emporium if there wasn't some kind of absolute nonsense going on. So I think we're running through some of the comments and things. I mean, if anyone has any questions, I mean, make them as silly as you possibly can as well. Fire them in the chats. So I think did we get as far as Melissa Steele grinning from ear to ear? We're happy to be putting a smile on people's faces.
I actually have a memory of Christy and her kids dancing off to the side of the stage, like outside the tent, actually dancing at the 2009 show. Like she was
Good
dancing
memory.
with her kids. That was a really good moment. I just looked over while we were playing, and I think it might have actually been Colin. And I looked over and she was outside dancing with her kids. That was a nice memory.
It's always good. Vatican Vamps say that it's good to see us, miss us, and can't wait to see us again across the pond. To be honest, that's the reason why we've done this. Don't think we're going to be back. Not all four of us anyway. We would love to be, but we don't know whether that'll happen again. And then Christy, the kids overheard Snake Patrol being played and came in and started singing. That's amazing.
If we do a tour again, it will probably be like AI versions of us.
Yeah, we'll go 2-pack. We'll go ABBA. They'll be like just horrible mind versions of ourselves.
Yes, Stuart.
It just came to mind, but I think we've thanked you a million times, but a big thanks to the Steele family. They basically kept us on the road, looked after us, and made much of our US tours possible. And we always have fond memories of staying at the Steele household and with the kids and stuff and all that. It was great, wonderful. In fact, all these names are coming up, and it's just really, I mean, even just Aaron Liberty, really great to see the little flames there as well. It's just really amazing. Really glad that this is nice memories for you guys as well, because it is for us.
Yeah, we really appreciate it. Honestly, like we would have been dead in the water so many times if it wasn't for so many of you, and we really appreciate it. It's basically something that started off in the most ridiculous way. The funny thing is, that American tour actually came about because, I'll maybe save that story actually because it's relevant.
Yes, it's relevant to one of the songs, Graham.
Yeah, I'll
relevant.
I'll leave that for now. Anyway, do we want to have another tune now?
Gary.
Yeah. What? Who?
Gary at Craig's Farm.
Okay, so we have a song that is, we don't have the song in full at the moment, but we do have a segment of one of our songs called Chickens of Thought. Now, it wasn't always, people singing along at Cornerstone, hundreds of people not only singing along, but copying exactly how Gary sang it. It wasn't always that. Our songs have very humble
before
beginnings.
our stardom.
Humble beginnings, wait a bit.
So this is a performance of our song Chickens of Thought, or rather the end of, and this is Gary trying to get a crowd of 10 people.
The ultimate end of it.
About
A crowd of 10 people
10
involved
people.
in a song that they have never heard before.
I was determined.
You were very determined. Give us a wee bit just now, Gary, before we transition. Just give us one.
Chickens! Come on! Nothing.
So yeah, just very quickly, this is from our probably like our second gig.
Our second ever.
Our second gig, and the acoustics sound like it's like the inside of a like a metal bin.
Oh, it's horrible.
We're back now.
We're back again.
That was quick.
So yeah, I don't.
We're
Right.
just responding to Martin Little's comments there. Oh, maybe you want to take a minute to just cope with what you just witnessed.
There is a counselling phone number we have after this. So.
If you've been affected by anything in this live stream, please contact the number at the end of the show.
No, seriously. No, we have that number at the end of the show. Right.
But we were discussing, Martin Little, your comment about an award ceremony for Barry T video contribution, and you know, if we were more organised, then we would have probably done a lot more. But yeah, we do. We'll get great thanks to Barry T. And what you might have not have noticed, is that Gary and Barry were both in the first video.
Barry
and Gary were both playing
Yep.
at Rodent Emporium's first ever show.
Hey.
It turns out we'd asked too many bassists, and
did?
I think Barry
No, we asked too
kindly
many
kind of went,
guitarists
okay,
to play the bass.
yeah, and then Barry kind of went, I'm not really needed, so,
Well,
and then came back once Gary left us in the lurch, and
I thought you were going to mention that, Stuart. I thought you said you weren't going to mention that tonight.
No, we
Cut
want
the
the full
video.
story. We want the full story from start to
Cut the
finish.
video.
in the spirit,
yeah, Logie will tell the full story.
I'm
I
not.
Logie.
in the spirit of, I mean, it probably doesn't need like a long introduction on that. We could just, I mean, people know that we went to America on tour, but we have a small highlights video of some of our experiences there. Everyone okay if we play that just now?
No.
No.
Sure, but I'm bursting to just reply to a comment that I
Go
didn't. There's someone called is it Julie Baird said that she's very glad to see us playing again. She saw us support Ed Edmondson's band a long time ago
Wow.
and has been a fan since.
What?
Amazing.
That was one of our. We loved that show. We loved it. We were
I
playing
loved
with
it.
Ed Edmondson.
Loved it.
It was just a privilege. So really glad we made a fan. I actually remember the crowd actually did seem to warm to
Wow.
us. They kind of liked this. So, but yeah, you can go to the clips video, Graham, if you want, and then we'll get back to Martin's comment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here a video.
Cue video.
Flying through the sky, a super wrecking ball, waiting for the moon to strike one. There's a party going on, I'm looking for some juice, orange juice, super cool. I wanna get so high on real fancy. Look at me, got so innocent. Everybody's looking for a fight. Pump up, there again. Let's go out tonight. Driving with the best of my supersonic car.
Snake Patrol, catch the snakes, catch the snakes. Snake Patrol, Snake Patrol. I love you so, I love you so. Snake Patrol.
says, everybody says, everybody says, we set you on fire, fire, fire. We set you on fire, fire, fire. And raise your voices
Hey.
Oh, no, but. Oh.
I think, I don't know if I remember correctly, but I'm pretty sure Cornerstone used Summer Sun, didn't they? The festival, I'm pretty
no,
sure
they
used
used,
Summer Sun for that.
Snake Patrol and
Aye,
Sasquatch.
But yeah, but just we want to do a few shout outs and thanks actually, and there's some great comments. But just to finish off on Martin, not only was Barry T a huge part of this band and really contributed a lot to Sports, the album, we also had Hef, who came I think it was the fourth year, right?
Yeah,
Third and
2011.
fourth year in
Yeah.
America, was it? Yeah, and that was so he contributed to Kigo, but we also had Scott Key, who some of you guys might know from the band The Voice of the Mysterons, which was
Yay.
Dan Peterson from Blast of the Rocket Man's band when he was living here in Scotland, and Scott helped produce Sports, and we also had Kev Morrison, who was part of one of my favourite bands from the Livingston music scene, Frothing Mucus.
Yeah.
Incredible guitarist, and he actually performs Bumtrench, the guitar on Bumtrench on Music Without Fear. So we've been very, very fortunate to have people want to be in the band and play with us. And of course, Logie was unable to attend our fourth year, and Graham had really. You want to tell Graham about your recent chats with our drummer?
Yes, David Barton, who very kindly stepped in to fill Logie's sizable shoes.
Couldn't fit into the dungarees. He couldn't fit into the dungarees, so he had to fit into the shoes.
David contacted me recently. I don't know if he'll be watching, but maybe he'll come across this at a later date. But David contacted me to ask how we were doing, and to say that he enjoyed playing with us very much. But it's a thankless task being a part of Rodent Emporium. It's an even more thankless task being part of Rodent Emporium when you're touring in the middle of summer in a van with no air conditioning.
I can only imagine. What
Oh,
that was.
the smells.
And also, David, I have to say, David did such a good job, because when we arrived in Memphis, he'd never met us before.
And we played that night.
And we had a gig with him that night. He used to learn the tune, and I remember us getting a phone call from him. Are these guys coming over? It's like we were in Waffle House or something. Are these guys coming over? We got a show tonight.
Again, it wouldn't be
We're like, we know the song.
And we thank David so much for that. We also like to thank Tim Bogle, who did so much for us.
Yes,
on
definitely.
the tour. Tim, he got us to record at Sun Studio, which was like a huge buzz. Standing on the very same spot, singing our summer single, the very same spot where Elvis Presley recorded Blue Suede Shoes. And Logie played U2's drum kit, which they left behind after the Rattling Hunt session. So a massive thank you to Tim. He did so much for us, not just hosting us, but he took us to Graceland.
Yeah.
Wow.
He the full big tour of Graceland. He just treated us so well and got us so many shows, and always made us feel super welcome. So hope you're watching, and big shout out to you. Robin from live rehearsals. My goodness, Robin.
Hey, Robin.
The songs that you're hearing tonight are new performances. Robin recorded those for us, and he very kindly tweaked them and got them ready for performance tonight. Also, in that video that we just saw, the American contingent. Who can mention Rodent Emporium without mentioning the Pirates, the people from Piratical Productions? It's a group of kids from Indiana, and they made Indiana a second home for us, didn't they?
Yeah.
Playing there was like it was like a home show, and they knew all the songs. I remember the first year at Cornerstone, like they were the ones that had learned Chickens perfectly, the way Gary had said it. They were they were screaming when he screamed. They were growling when he growled. And they were just, honestly, these guys would bring, like, you might have seen it in there, they were doing all the dances. They would bring dances, they would bring models, they would bring snakes, not live snakes, but they would bring, like, airplanes that they built and stuff like that.
They made airplanes.
And I wish we had it. There's Crystal, who was one of the Pirates, actually went up on like a longboard. She was crowd surfing on a longboard, pretending like she was a plane. I wish I could get. I wish I could get footage of that. But that was brilliant, fantastic. But yes, if you.
We love the Allens as well. We love the Allens as well. Tessa, we've got good memories of getting what do you call them? Krispy Kreme donuts. That was the first time I ever dumpster dived was with.
Yes, Alan.
It was the first and last time.
Trying to set the puddle of diesel fuel on fire in the car park.
I remember it because they were like, "Hey, you guys, tonight we're going to dumpster dive," and I'm like, "No, I'm not part of that." I was too busy trying to make sure that we didn't actually turn off the road in Detroit and end up in Canada.
Yeah, that was great fun. Thank you to those guys who took us out for dinner but wanted to take us to Canada in order to do so. That was fantastic.
Well, can I? Will we queue up another video, shall we, lads?
Why not?
Yeah, I think
that's a good idea.
So this one is going to be
song that was written on the toilet.
A song that I actually wrote, yes, while sitting in the toilet at work.
Not sitting in the toilet. You were sitting on the toilet. Come on.
On it.
In the restroom.
Mid business.
Yeah, it was a Saturday morning. I was working at the bank, and I was in the bathroom, and I sang this song quietly into my phone, and it became a song. So this is I'm a Man, Not a Woman.
As you do.
I got this email from a young man in Connecticut. He said, it's pretty hard being a man these days. It can be hard to know what's expected of us. Should we be strong, assertive, self-assured, and a little bit cocky? Or should we be weak, mild, questioning, and humble? But, you see, the thing is, it's not a choice between Predator and the Devil Wears Prada. There's not a choice between beer and right sitting still. If you're a man, you're a man. Your taste or your taste. So, don't know if you want to go home, take a bath, and stick on Being aggressive
So
Gary has turned into a harp. We've lost our camera again.
okay.
Don't worry, folks.
That's okay. We have something for this. We're going to have a little special video here now. This is a performance of Snake Patrol from Cornerstone,
Literally on the road.
which got interrupted by a golf cart.
Literally on the road.
Boa, 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 boa constrictor. Adder, adder, adder in the green grass. What am I supposed to do? I'm surrounded by rattlesnake poo. Open up the telephone book, find the number that I want. Pick up the telephone and shout, Snake Patrol, Snake Patrol. Catch the snakes, catch the snakes. Snake Patrol, Snake Patrol. Catch the snakes, catch the snakes. So slippery and so slithery. Nearly looking frightening in my lunchbox. A whole freaking family of homeless in my golf cart.
Alright, keep going.
I'm about to lose my head. If I get bitten, then I'll be dead. Open up the telephone book, find the number that I want. Pick up the telephone and shout, Snake Patrol, Snake Patrol. Catch the snakes, catch the snakes. Snake Patrol, Snake Patrol. Catch the snakes, catch the snakes. So slippery and so slithery, so slippery and so slithery. Copperhead snake sitting on my couch. Ouch! A giant anaconda eating me whole. I'm being digested, what a drag. They'll carry me out of here in a bag. Who's that standing at the front door? Come in and get me out of here. Oh, you snakes, you better watch out. Snake Patrol, Snake Patrol. Catch the snakes, catch the snakes. Snake Patrol, Snake Patrol. Catch the snakes, catch the snakes. Snake Patrol, Snake Patrol. Catch the snakes, catch the snakes. Snake Patrol, Snake Patrol. Catch the snakes, catch the snakes. Snake Patrol, Snake Patrol. Catch the snakes, catch the snakes. Snake Patrol, Snake Patrol. We love you so much, we love you so much. Snake Patrol.
Thank you for coming to Corner.
Back to the launch pad.
Hey!
We're on.
And we're back.
And we're back on
Hey.
again.
Still here.
That was funny with the golf cart, wasn't it? We were laughing our heads off after that happened.
That's just silly.
Just going to go back to some comments, some extra comments. David Nuttall, another shout out to David Nuttall, who I think you've travelled up a couple of times to see us. Would I like the Pabst Blue Ribbon bar sign? I want to say yes, but I think I should probably say no. But we'll speak about that on PM later. Let's see. Paul Daisley, once again, he was affected by my hair in that video. Don't worry, I was also affected by my hair.
Yeah, we'll have a number at the end.
The best thing about this band is the fact that Gary has never actually been affected by any hair, which is totally fine.
I've never changed.
Shelby was asking what kind of Pepsi am I drinking. I'm drinking cherry Pepsi, so I simply call it Chepsy. It's very nice. In that first show, so Martin Little was asking, in that first show, didn't Gary do an unamplified guitar solo? The answer to that,
Yep.
yes, he did, and it was hilarious. It was hilarious, kind of at the time, because he was playing my guitar, and I thought it was broken.
What you done with guitar?
Chuck was asking if it's the Gary that came up with the music for the Scottish History podcast. No, that was Graham, the other guy that I'm here with just now. So many memories from Melissa. It's good to see Scott Steele also watching as well. It's always great to hear from you guys.
What did
Scott.
Ian say?
I'm going to get around to Liam, don't you worry, because I need to find the comment again.
Hello to Thomas Power as well. Hello to Thomas.
Oh, right.
Oh, Thomas Power, yeah.
And Joshua.
Yeah.
Joshua as well. Chuck Garns, I think you mentioned him earlier.
Yeah, I mentioned Chuck a couple of times. So yeah. So
Also, Chad, stop bullying us.
What's that?
Hashtag professional.
Hashtag professional.
Stop bullying us, Chad.
Aye, please. I mean, we're only human beings at the end of the day. A shout out for my brother Liam and his wife Hannah,
Oh, Stuart's
who are
gone.
currently expecting their first child. So big shout out to you guys. Shout out again to my mum will want me to say this, you know, hello mum, I'm on the telly. Hey. And all right, Dad.
And shout out to my
disappeared.
Hannah. Shout out to my Hannah and her mum. Hello, Mary. It's thank you for joining us. This is how crazy I am.
Yeah. Yeah, we've had
Real
we've had some
crazy.
good times together.
We have had some good times. Logan and me were actually in a car crash. Oh, we've lost Stuart.
Stuart's disappeared. It's fine.
Yeah, it's okay.
Oh, we can still hear him. We can still hear him. He's just turned into the moon.
He's turned into a
He's turned into the moon.
He's turned into a pulsating circle.
Yeah. So
Very Star Trek.
Don't worry, we'll get Stuart back.
We'll get Stuart back, but I think
Get
what we'll
Stuart
do
back.
is just now, just mentioning Tim Bogle there, actually it happened. It just so happens that I have a performance of our song Summer Sun live, recorded at Sun Studio, in the exact same room as such hits as Blue Suede Shoes, Folsom Prison Blues, and many others. The same room where Elvis, Johnny Cash, Roy Orbison, and Jerry
Rodent
Lee Lewis
Emporium.
and Rodent Emporium, and in this clip is actually U2's old drum kit which Logie is playing. So we'll play that for you just now.
Hey, Stuart.
Stuart's back.
That way. Up the way.
Summer sun, having fun, feeling like a number one. Summer sun, having fun, feeling like a number one. Summer sun, having fun, feeling like a number one. Summer sun, having fun, feeling like a number one. Summer sun, having fun, feeling like a number one. Summer sun, having fun, feeling like a number one. Summer sun, having fun, feeling like a number one. Summer sun, having fun, feeling like a number one. Clear and sunshine warms our bones. We're feeling love, forget our tears. We've been searching through the winter, hoping for a little more sun. The darkness envelops, steals the hope and peace. Let's break through the sunlight. Let us see the light. We need to
again. Stuart has turned into Santa Claus.
Hi. I just wanted to say hello to Indy and Hiromi and Lindsay. I think they're still watching. And also to Raina and Stuart, but they're asleep. We're all old now, you see, everybody. Gary's a pirate now.
He's half pirate and half Gary.
Check that Tash out.
We Indy and Hiromi, they're you know how the screaming that Gary does? Like all my children are better than him at it. And
Oh, what?
When they're
No
really
chance.
angry, it's
Angry boy rude.
oh.
Death metal pirate.
Well, we were talking everybody about how we've taken up an hour of your time already, and that we're probably going to want to wind us down unless you want us to keep going. But we got another couple of messages. People coming on. It's really cool. People coming on and saying hello, and
Hey Ross.
that's nice. Yeah, Dan Stanbridge. Yeah, Podunk, Missouri now. Nice. But yeah, I don't know. We want to say, I've said hi to my kids, and I want to thank everyone for coming and joining us.
Yeah.
Here. It's really been lovely, and I don't think this will be the last time we do something. But
No.
That'd certainly be good to keep in touch with you and keep the joy alive. So, will I tell them about the Kickstarter plan?
Yes. Because we've already eased
So
them
why
in
is it?
with the pretend reason at the start of the timeshare. So basically, start with a timeshare and work your way back.
Oh jeez! Oh. Right, I think
So,
we're slowly starting to lose Stuart and Gary.
Stand the list.
Okay, so Stuart, do you want to tell us? Do you want to tell us?
Please tell us the reason why we're here.
Please tell us the reason why we're here.
Why?
Well, the reason we're here is because we decided I posted something on Facebook and I got quite a bit of response, and then and I just messaged the guys and said, "Would you like to do something?" And they said yes, and then Gary was on board, and it was important that we got the original lineup. For me anyway, I think it was just really good to have that original makeup of the band, and then we thought, what would we do? We're all very committed, got families and things like that we're committed to, and couldn't quite commit to writing a new album or anything. But we thought, well, let's re-record songs that we think should be faster and have a more live feel. And so we decided that we would just re-record some of these fan favourites. And so that's what we've done. It's re-recorded, and I think it's 15 songs, I think.
Yeah, 15.
And we're calling it Dead or Alive, You're Coming With Me.
Yep.
I know OCP. But it's not the full Robocop thing. But and yeah, so we're into live rehearsals, and we
With Robin,
practiced a few
thank you
times,
again
and then
to
we
Robin.
re-recorded. Yes. And what you're seeing on the video, we've got all 15 songs, plus we've got a full film that Graham's going to edit and develop. So we managed to pay for all that, and we would love to sell it. And one of the ways that we need to do that is to try and get it mixed and mastered. And so we wondered if people were interested in pre-ordering, and that's why we're going to set up a Kickstarter, and you can pre-order, and we've got all sorts of things that we'll throw in depending on what people want to donate to the Kickstarter. Like we've got t-shirts and merch and stuff that we've got now, and so you can check that out at the website as well, rodentemporium.com. You'll get links to our merch and things. But yeah, we want to mix and master the album. It'll cost us about £300 to do that. So if we can get pre-orders via Kickstarter, then that would be fantastic. So that's one of the reasons we're here. But actually, the main reason has been really to do this, which has been fun.
Exactly. Yes. Yes, it has been great fun.
It has been great fun.
Reminiscing over the last
So
2 or 3 months or so.
yeah, it's been great. It's,
Oh, it's definitely-
it's really good just to get back into the room playing again, and trying to remember the tunes and try to get muscle memory to kick in. And it was
Yeah,
amazing.
it took time for the muscle memory.
It was amazing, even on the simple songs, like how nervous we were getting at the start of it. But we got into the swing of it, and we've ended up with something that we're really quite proud of. So if you guys are interested in helping us get that made,
It's what, 15 tracks long?
15 tracks long.
15 tracks.
I mean, it is songs
Cool
we've
album.
heard before, but at the same time, it's just like there'll be, that different. If you like what you've heard tonight, it'll be more of the same. But
You're my brother.
What is going on? What is going on? Just the kids playing in the background.
our TV friends have lost the plot.
Yeah.
So anyway, what we're going to do is just to finish off tonight's show. Is seeing as how it is the festive season, it's Christmas. So we have our Christmas tune, which is one of the songs we've re-recorded, and this is the People versus Saint Nick. The People versus Saint Nick, A Christmas Odyssey, parts 1 to 6, and it is part pop, part punk, part metal,
Opera.
part courtroom drama,
Part
and,
jazz.
and part jazz and part disco.
Yeah. And it all came. It was actually so. This is probably without a doubt, this is probably my personal favourite Rodent Emporium song.
And this actually, there's a couple of good things about this tune. First of all, shout out to Flatfoot 56. They
And Pop.
walked in when we were
Yay!
recording the original version of this. They were
Love
on
us
tour,
too.
they were jet lagged, and they were on tour and they were jet lagged, and they walked in while we were recording the courtroom scene. And it's probably like, it was probably something like this to them because they were still jet lagged. So they walked in and they were like, "What is going on?" And in their sleep-addled state, they invited us to play their stage at the Cornerstone Festival, and us being Rodent Emporium, we thought,
Sounds like a brilliant idea.
sounds like a brilliant idea. So we built a self-organised US tour around it. But anyway, this is the latest version of the People versus Saint Nick, and we'll come back and we'll say a few words before we go. But this is this is our Christmas song, and we hope you enjoy it.
Yes.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
The rain and the sun, the wind and the hail. Whatever happened to a white Christmas? It's been so long since I recall a day so frosty, white and pure. Got a brand new chopper and remote control car. I can't go out, the weather is stormy. Christmas gifts are paying the price of global warming. I'm living the hill spray of 1985. Irish bing, 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 bing. Crosby's Christmas songs survive. We don't put up the tree till Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve, Shazam! You will proceed. Where are the presents? What are the presents? I and some presents. Is it all about presents? Give me some presents. Is it all about presents?
Yes, Your Honour. Christmas has become a meaningless day, Your Honour. Nothing but a means for the corporate scum of this world to make millions of pounds from people who can ill afford it. And who is the accused in this case? Bring in Father Christmas. Would you please state your full name and occupation for the record?
Ho, 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 I come bearing gifts, for I am jolly old St. Nicholas, better known as Father Christmas.
Liar! You're nothing but a fraud!
I am not a fraud, I am fiction, there is a difference. People can choose to believe in me if they want, however, I am not responsible for the world's festive problems. These problems are caused by the people.
Your Honour, this scum in the giant red suit is trying to place blame elsewhere. I move that he alone is responsible for the world's festive problems, and I move that he be burned at the stake. And what is the verdict of the jury? Guilty! Yes. And what is the verdict of the people? Burn him! Burn him! Burn him!
Father Christmas, you have been found guilty of leading the world astray at Christmas time. And all those little elf people that you hang about with at the weekend, playing games and things and really freaking everybody out. I hear that said to Joe, those good diamonds will be eaten like a steak.
Jazz time.
Greetings, everyone. I hope you've been enjoying our audio gifts and offerings so far. I wish you a Merry Christmas from me and Rodent Emporium. That's Owen Ennis on the skin circle, Carol Daniel on the bellows thing, Graham Watt on the screech handle,
Yeah.
There we go.
Hey.
There we go. Made it right to the end without any
Hey.
serious
Well,
technical difficulties.
Run
The
out of
fact that
booze.
this has worked
Damn.
the entire way through has been amazing.
A miracle.
Oh, very quickly, yeah, we just want to give a pay tribute to our wonderful friend Douglas Clark. Passed away
Hey, Douglas.
10 years ago. He was our biggest fan, and he recorded our very first EP called Splash Conference.
Yeah.
And I remember him getting really
Yeah.
frustrated because Gary would laugh at like before the song had rung out, so we never had a clean recording of any tunes because Gary would just all you could hear is Gary's laugh at the end of it. Douglas, I used to say that if all we needed to do was to find all the Douglas Clarks in the world, and we would be the biggest band ever.
Yeah.
He was such a lovely guy.
Mr. Douglas.
I'm actually wearing his guitar strap that his sister Mandy, shout out to Mandy as well.
Hey,
gave me
Mandy.
After he passed, that's the guitar strap that I'm wearing in this. Douglas was a great friend to not just me but everyone in the band, and he just honestly followed us.
Followed us everywhere.
Followed us everywhere. It was a super.
We played a show in Sheffield one time,
And he came down with us.
He kept me awake.
That's it.
He kept me awake. Everyone else said, "I will keep you awake
he
all
was-
the way up the road," but he was the only one that actually stayed awake the entire time and kept me
He
awake.
was a super fan. He was also a fantastic guitarist. The fact that he was
Brilliant
such an
guitarist.
incredible
Oh, aye.
musician.
Good grief. Brilliant guitar player. Brilliant
and
guitar
the
player.
fact that he loved us so much is like perplexing.
Yeah,
Kept ours.
yeah,
Perplexing.
He kept our set list and the posters from the gigs and
yeah.
stuff.
Every
Wow.
set list, every poster
Yeah.
from every gig.
Everyone, yeah, he asked for every set list. Yeah, so we love Douglas, and we thank
We
him
love
for
him.
all his support throughout those years. He's sorely missed, and shout out to his family as well. Just a couple of quick other ones here. Ashley Moores, nice to see you. Glad that this is what you needed today. I've just saw your comment there. Thank you so much for everybody for tuning in. The TV friends. Did the TV friends have anything to say?
Well, I just was reminded. What was that, Gary? Oh, I was just reminded when you said about Douglas keeping you awake that when we were driving out of Seattle, Washington, Barry, I was driving and Barry was meant to be my co-pilot, and you're meant to stay awake on tour so that the driver's not the only one awake. But Barry was really struggling. He was so tired, and it got to the point where I could actually like tell him what to do, and he would just do it because he was so exhausted. So I got him. So it's like, you need to stay awake. And he was like, oh yeah.
He started
And I
talking
said,
about cake. Did he not?
Aye,
Like,
and I said-
you were like, Barry, can you bake me a cake? Did he not open the glove compartment on the car, like thinking that was an oven?
Yeah. And then, but the thing I got him to do was say his name over and over again, and he was
remember
like
that.
this: Barry Toppin, Barry Toppin, Barry Toppin, Barry Toppin, Barry Toppin.
Aye, you're like, Barry, do you know how you keep yourself awake? Just rock back and forward.
He
saying
fell
your
asleep.
name.
He fell asleep.
Oh.
Yeah, listen, thank you, everyone. Thanks so much. It's an hour and a half of your time, but thank you so much.
Thank you, everybody.
There's people we haven't
Fun.
mentioned that have been really important to keeping the band going, and it's been fun. And I think it's clear with the comments that we've brought a lot of smiles to people's faces, and that's been very important. So we're really glad that we've brought a bit of joy into people's life at times, and it's brought a lot of joy into our lives. So
Absolutely.
So thank you very much. And it is coming up to Christmas time. It's a time for giving, a time.
Sorry, I just vomited.
That's a good. It is one of those times of year. I think it's good to think about what's important: relationships and health, and having your health and having your family and having loved ones, friends. So so stay close to those people. If any of you are struggling, please reach out. You can reach out to us, but reach out to someone near you that cares about you and is responsible enough to tell you the truth, but give you a bit of grace. So don't struggle alone at Christmas time. And thank you very much from Stuart. And
Thank you very much from Gary.
Over to you guys.
Go on, Gary. You got something to say?
Nah, they say thanks for the night and thanks for inviting me again to the band. It's been so long.
I know. It's good to have you.
It's like, are you really sure you want to do that? It's like, want me back in playing
It was great
bass?
to have you back, Gary. It was great to have you back.
Nah, it was fun. I actually felt like home.
My shoulder will never be the same.
Actually, it felt like yesterday when when I actually went into the station playing the songs, it just felt like normal again. You know, it wasn't like it felt alien or like there was such a distance, you know. But I think the only thing I noticed that we're just a little bit fatter. That was all. That was all.
And on that note, I think an ideal. On that note, I think we'll just say that look out for some news from us in the future regarding our Kickstarter for the album launch. The album will hopefully be out soon. I think, given all that, it would be appropriate to end the stream in the same way that we ended our first ever gig back in 2006. How would we like to see Cocksure from 2006 in Henry's, which features a bass solo from Barry T.
Yeah, the bass solo is brilliant.
And it also features Gary's guitar becoming unplugged.
The guitarless, or the unamplified guitar solo.
So
and a drum solo from me.
Yeah, and a fire bucket.
And a fire bucket, yeah.
We'll play that if unless the TV friends have anything else they would like to say.
No, that's that. We've had a blast tonight.
Just what Graham says. Let us know how much you want to hear from us. I suppose you'll let us know by just not responding. But I think it'd be good to do
no
some
response
more
is still a response.
that's true, exactly. Yeah. So if you don't want to hear from us again after this, but thank you to just Jason and Lynn, Dan, Martin, Melissa, Chad for all your comments there at the end. It's been really great having you.
That's my lovely girlfriend.
And thank you to everybody in the Livingston music scene, everyone from Edinburgh, all of our pals, other people that were with us on the journey, all the fantastic bands we played with. I really hope we're having Ricky T. We totally forgot Ricky T. Thank you so much for playing drums on Keygo.
A big hello to Dougal, Big Dougal as well.
Hi, Big Dougsy.
Yeah, Dougsy.
And of course, Jason
Crispin, yes.
Come on, Jason.
Jason, the band mascot. What is it you call them, Gary?
Wombat.
Why?
Wombat. Why not?
Also,
Wombat.
Stephen and Brian, you're welcome. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you so much, Stephen and Margie. Stephen and Margie from Indianapolis are watching. Thank you so much for all your hospitality and everything you ever did for us. Honestly, I really hope we haven't missed anyone out. There's been so many people.
Dustin for letting us sleep on his floor.
Dustin for letting us sleep
Jesse and Jesse for letting us literally borrow their car.
Oh yeah. People. I mean, we went through 7 cars on that tour. Yeah. It's ridiculous. Thank you to Flatfoot for inviting us to America in the first place.
Fantastic.
Anyway,
did you say hi to Ross Wilson, Graham and Logie? Say hi to Ross. Ross said hi to
Ross
you.
Watson.
Not Watson.
What? Ross. Yes. Yeah. Yes, we will probably end up having to call it Mr. Megorium's Rodent Emporium. If we didn't already have a title, that would be a very good one.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for tuning
in,
everybody tonight.
Logie's parents.
Always
very welcoming and encouraging of us all.
And so I suppose thank you to my parents for letting us use our living room, or their living room. It's not our living room. Their living room to write Sports. Near enough the entire album Sports was written in my parents' living room.
Yep.
On one single guitar and a 15-watt guitar amp. That was it.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
So that all being said, that's like sounds like I'm about to contradict the whole thing.
That being said, remember to buy the timeshare. $2,000.
So we're going to finish off with our song called Cocksure.
Everybody's looking for a fight.
Brackets. Everybody's looking for a fight. This is the original lineup.
First ever gig.
First ever gig.
Last
how we
song of
ended
first
it.
ever gig.
Wow.
And it's been fantastic spending this evening with you. Merry Christmas. God bless. And
From
we'll
Rodent
see you soon.
Emporium.
Merry Christmas from Rodent
Rodent
Emporium.
Emporium. Merry Christmas.
This
I'm
one,
not the best salesman in the world, but please,
This
please,
one is
please
called-
buy it. It's good.
cocksure. Brackets. Everybody's looking for a fight.
We want no fighting though.
Well,
We do
just a
not
little
endorse fighting.
You want to see a mosh pit? Are you ready to go mental? Yeah!
I feel I'm gonna die after this song.
Are you ready to slightly sway from side to side? Gary Daniels on the guitar. Yeah! Gary Daniels on the guitar. You guys at the back, hear this? Body T on bass. Graham Watt on the guitar. Lucky on the drums.
sportsman in the world, but please,
This one
please,
is
please
called-
buy it. It's good.
Cocksure. Brackets. Everybody's looking for a fight.
We want no fighting though.
Well,
We do
just a
not
little
endorse fighting.
We want to see a mosh pit. I'm ready to go mental.